Hey, AfterBuzzers, this is Madison Conklin for the Below Deck After Show. We're talking Season 4, Episode 12, Bemily. Has a nice ring to it. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This will be everlasting love.
This will be
Should we butcher it and sing it?
in love. This will be.
How many more?
I just thought, anyways.
I love it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm sorry if your ears are bleeding. We're going to bring it back. What's up, everyone? I'm Madison Conklin, filling in for Mike Rips tonight, as he has a other thing he's got going, but that's okay, because I'm here. I've got my
We
beautiful
don't need
co-host.
anyone else.
I was just about to say, girl, I got my beautiful co-host, Angela Struck, here. But first, before I get over to her, you guys can find me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at Maddie Says This. And Angela, please.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at the Angela Struck and on Instagram and Snapchat at Angela Struck.
Perfect.
It's the girls' night tonight.
It's girls' night.
Yes.
It should be every night.
Exactly.
But, you know, we make exceptions for Mike Rips. So the reason we chose This Will Be by Natalie Cole, An Everlasting Love, is because the romance between Ben and Emily, which they now have a new Hollywood couple named Bemily.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of digging.
Yeah.
They're like
Super cute.
falling in love fast.
Kate's so good at those things. Like, she just like came up with that immediately. They said, you
Yeah.
know, she was calling it over the walkie-talkie or whatever.
Yeah.
She's so clever.
She is. She's
Yeah.
a clever one. Now, I wonder if any of what she says about them has a little bit of angst behind it.
Oh yeah,
You
I
think
definitely.
a little
She's
bit of jealousy,
annoyed.
too?
Oh yeah,
Annoyed?
I think she's really aggravated. I mean, I don't know. We kind of saw her the entire time, like bitching about the flowers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know, I kind of see both sides. Like, he spent a lot of money. Probably those flowers were probably
a good
like
chunk of change.
$75, maybe close to $100, something like that. Flowers
Yeah.
can be expensive, so he probably wants her to enjoy them. And but I also see where she's coming from, that they're in the way.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't put them.
Just like Ben and Emily are in the way, like,
Yeah.
of the whole workflow. But before we get to Bemily, we're going to talk about the charter guest, Dean.
Yes.
So this episode picks up where Dean...
Difficult Dean.
Yeah, Difficult Dean.
Demanding Dean.
Nico and Kelly have deserted Difficult Dean and his crew of people on an island, which, mind you, this island is populated. They're not going to run out of food, water, or
know.
anything. But it's Difficult Dean we're talking about, and he wants everything to be right on time. So, of
Yeah.
course, poor Kelly can't catch a break and can't seem to find his brain sometimes. But he
Yeah.
forgets the keys to the little boat to get them to and from the island with Nico. Nico doesn't have a walkie-talkie. Nico's got the keys. Kelly's screwed. So he calls Captain Lee and says, yo, you need to bail us, you know, save our ship. And it's not only Captain Lee that's super effing pissed, but Dean
Yeah.
has a hissy fit. And I mean,
Yeah.
he was like, oh, well, we were deserted on the island and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So
I don't know. I mean, we said this a little bit last week. I think he definitely plays the cameras.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I feel like he plays it up, but I also think, listen, it must be super expensive to be on those yachts. If the
Yeah.
tip alone is $26,000.
I know.
The tip. I was like doing this in my head. I'm like, okay, so what, like 10, 20%? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
I mean, so wow. So obviously, he has high expectations, and you would
yeah.
want things to be on point. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And Kelly did like be organized. You
Yeah,
know?
that was such a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Like, you always check to see you've got everything before you leave the entire party on the beach. But it was funny because when we go back to like the expectations and how expensive this must be, I legit thought to myself for 1 minute, I was like, okay, I got that much in my saving. Do you think maybe I could go on a yacht? No way could I ever afford to go on a yacht.
Yeah.
But I thought for 1 minute, like, how cool would that be?
It would be really cool. One day you're going on a yacht.
One day.
I know it's happening.
One day. But
We're gonna go together.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna be with the Below Deck
Yes,
crew.
yes.
Listen up, people.
Yes, we've
But-
got to get Ask on there.
You know,
Gotta
Hannah,
find a way to-
I talked to
yeah.
Bobby. We gotta make
Yeah.
it work. But okay, so Dean and them get back to the yacht. Valor. And of course, Kate, being Kate, pumps them full of champagne, which amazing, good thing. And then,
Yes.
you know, they've got the food going. And so kind of subsides.
And
Dean,
Ben killed it with the food.
yeah, Ben killed it with the lunch and everything. And so now it's time for Kelly and Nico to get reamed by Captain Lee. And one thing I didn't like what Captain Lee said, and of course this is true fashion of Captain Lee to be very aggressive and angry and just use cuss words, but he sits him down, he goes, what I'd like to do is rip your fucking head off, which is like, okay, you're the boss, man. We get that they screwed up, but like
Yeah.
the boat's not on fire. It's
Yeah.
not sinking. Like you helped divert a crisis
Yeah.
or a crisis averted, you know? I
think-
still just don't like the way he treats his deck crew.
His
It's-
team.
yeah.
I feel like he
Can't get over it.
literally just is fed up, though. I mean, this is not the first incident. Kelly has been a bit all over the place,
Yeah.
and he's had issues with just about everybody. So I feel like he's just kind of over it. But yeah, he
Captain
shouldn't-
Lee is
yeah.
over Kelly's.
Yeah, and kind of just everyone at this point. So I just feel like he's like losing his cool a bit. But it seems like more than ever. He just seems so salty about everybody.
Everything. Yeah.
Like even when what's the guy
Nico, Kyle.
Kyle, right? That's
Kyle, the British
one.
guy, yeah.
So when he was like asking if he could go out with his girlfriend when she came into town, he's like, "Well, you got a lot of work to do before you do it."
Yeah.
Like it was like, okay, like evil stepmother.
Yeah. Go back to your corner,
Yeah, you know-
Cinderella.
So it was just like, I don't know. I think he's just a bit sour towards everyone at this point.
Yeah, well, and it sounds from they've got like 1 or 2 charters left, so I think he's ready to just like
But then it
kick
seems
the
like
crew goodbye.
yeah, but he was, I guess, nice to Nico to promote him.
Yes, Nico got a major promotion, and what we all thought was Kelly would be demoted from bosun. Nico goes up to bosun, but that's not it. Even though Lauren ran her mouth to the entire crew saying, we've got a new bosun on board, blah, blah, blah. No, Kelly is still the bosun. Nico is just the senior deckhand, which was Trevor.
Right.
God-awful Trevor. That was his position. So he's just got a little promotion.
Yeah, which is great.
But what's-
positive thing?
A positive thing, but what scares me is Captain Lee says to Nico, you're senior deckhand now, you've got more responsibility, you have more authority.
Yeah.
And I can totally see Nico just running with that,
Using
like,
this, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
puff up his chest a little bit more. You
Yeah.
know, don't hurt yourself, patting yourself on the back. But I can see this causing commotion in the
He
ocean.
even used the word he said, words he said, same respect you would give Kelly or Kate.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was definitely trying to be like, this is a big step up for Nico. And,
Right.
you know, he's kind of on your level now, Kelly.
Yeah. So watch
Even
your
though
back.
he's not
Step it up.
totally. Lauren, to me, really gets, like, the dunce cap this episode. Like, why is she so annoying?
Well, she like went to every single
Yeah.
crew member and was like, "Oh, did you hear? Did you hear?" And it's like we get that her and Nico are very close. They're like really
Yeah.
good friends. But
Maybe she feels
Girl, watch your
maybe
mouth.
she's trying to create drama because she hasn't really been that exciting to watch, and maybe she wants to come back on next season. I'm serious.
yeah,
Maybe that's it, because she's not really adding that much to the show, and the only thing that she does is gossip.
yeah,
So it's kind of like lame, in my opinion. Like, why are you just talking crap about people, and incorrect crap? Mm-hmm. I don't know. And then it also annoyed me that when Kelly spoke to her about it, she then went to Nico and was like, he's mad about like the new positions, like nobody cares about them except for him, like about the new positions. And it was like, that wasn't it at all. He was saying, don't talk about things you don't know.
no, don't. Yeah, if you don't know the facts, don't talk
Yeah.
about them. I did think Kelly, when he confronted Lauren, it was a very. Oh my gosh, they call it ambush journalism, where they like come and they're like, "Hi, how's it?"
Yeah, right.
And he just like reamed her with f-bombs and stuff, like, "Don't effing talk about
Yeah.
things you don't effing know
Right,
about.
right.
Shut the f up."
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little harsh. She handled it well. She goes, "Copy that," and there she went cleaning the windows.
But imagine if you have a boss in life,
Yeah.
and the boss
Girl,
finds out
I
that
am the boss.
yeah, and you find out that the boss finds out that you have been telling everybody
Yeah.
that he was demoted and somebody else was promoted. That would piss me off.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That would really aggravate me. I thought it was really warranted, and I think that she needs to watch it. Mm-hmm. Like, especially in yachting, where there's such a hierarchy. You know, it's like the
Yeah.
military or something, where you're really supposed to respect your superiors.
Superiors, thank you. I was going to say elders, but yeah.
I was almost saying elders.
Yeah. Well, despite all the drama that did unfold within the first 20 minutes of this, like you said, Dean, he gets off the boat with his crew. He does make sure to really ram it in that they screwed up.
Yeah.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times. But they did redeem themselves, and he leaves them a $26,000 tip.
Biggest by far.
But they said the biggest tip of all season. So it's $2,350 per person, $2,350.
That's a lot of money.
Oh my God.
I was wondering how much do they get paid, I wonder. If anybody knows this in the live chat, hit us up if anybody happens to know. How much are they paid for just their basic salary?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know what I mean? And then are they making additionally with this tip? It's like,
they gotta be.
They must be making some good money.
Right. I feel like if I had that much money in my hands, I would spend it right away. Like, I would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't remember to save because I'm still, like, in a fantasy land. I'm on a yacht in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
All this money. And then I'd get home and be like, shit, what have I been doing for the past month? I don't have any money.
But I do think it's probably, they're working so much, it's probably hard to spend all the money.
Yeah,
like,
they
what are you
probably
even
don't have time.
spending it on?
Yeah, that's
Your
true.
one night out? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
If you're blowing, no.
I mean, maybe online shopping.
Maybe.
I would do that.
Okay, so moving on from Dean and Kelly, sorry, and Nico, Kyle, we again are peeling back the layers of Kyle. He's very open, but like we're getting to see more and more of him.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend Ashley comes on board the Valor, and it's a very sweet moment.
It was really
they,
sweet.
Like kiss, they embrace, and he does ask the captain if he can leave a little bit early if he gets all his work done, so he can spend some time with his girlfriend who traveled from Europe to the Caribbean.
Right.
What do you think? What was your first impression?
I thought it was really sweet that she came. I loved her rings.
Yeah.
She had awesome rings on.
Yeah, she did.
I think that Emily made kind of a sassy comment about the Manchester.
Yeah.
I think us here, we don't necessarily know exactly what that would be the equivalent to. I was thinking maybe New Jersey. And like
New
if you're
Jersey
from
or like Miami.
Yeah.
The long hair, the dark hair.
Something like that. I was thinking like, maybe Emily is like from Manhattan.
Yeah.
And she's from like Jersey.
Yeah. I think that's a good analogy. I think that's
So
a
I thought
great
that was
analogy.
kind of a bit passive aggressive, but whatever. She's being cheeky.
But of course, she's like in true good girl fashion. She's like lovely person.
Yeah, right.
But you could tell she's from Manchester.
Right.
It's like
Good accent. You got it down too. We're so good.
trying. But
She was cute. And I also, lastly about her, I thought she handled really well when Kyle told her about Sierra.
Sierra. Yeah.
Sierra.
Which Sierra's kind of fallen off the face of the episodes lately. Like, you don't really
Looks
see
like
her.
she's got a lot next week, though.
Yeah.
With Kate.
Yeah,
Telling
with
her,
Kate.
like, if you want to go to your hippie land or whatever,
Yeah. I really liked Ashley. I can see why he likes her. She's
too.
she's a spitfire, just like Kyle.
Yeah.
They seem to have really great
Fun.
chemistry, fun. Yeah. And I thought it was a very heartwarming moment when they begin to talk about Ashley's transitioning completely.
Yeah.
From male to female, and she's like, will you be there for me? I'm gonna need like 24-hour care for a couple weeks to maybe months.
Yeah.
And Kyle asked her, are you sure you want me to share that part of your life? It's a very crazy emotional time.
Yeah.
I really don't have any idea, but I can only imagine.
Yeah, right.
And she's like, of course I want you there.
Yeah,
and you can tell he's just got the biggest heart ever.
100%. I almost thought he was going to say that he didn't want to.
Yeah.
They were keeping us in suspense there. And I was going to be like, don't do that. Don't let this girl down. But he didn't. And he really stepped up, and I think he will be there. He seems like somebody who's true to his word.
Yeah.
I don't think he just talks to talk necessarily. So, because I think he's been let down by people in his life.
That he doesn't want to.
Yeah, so I don't think he wants to do that to other people.
Which, also another thing I forgot to point out, his positivity, when this is right after Kelly gets the news that Nico got a promotion, Kyle's positivity is just seriously the best. He was like, there could be worse places he could be stranded. You're in Virgin Corda drinking champagne, sort your life out, mate, about Dean. Like, don't sweat the small stuff, Kelly, is pretty much what he was saying. And it was just super nice. Oh, and we forgot to say that Nico and Kelly had to do
the apology
the
song.
apology
Yeah, sorry
song for Dean and his guests, because that's the only way Dean would accept any sort of apology, was for them to do a song and, of course, take off their shirts.
Right.
Which was really very funny, and Kyle helped with that.
Oh,
so.
guys, we've got some answers here. So the below deck crew gets paid maybe $7,000 a week, is what somebody's guessing.
Okay.
And then
So you factor in the tip, which is about $1,500 to $2,000 each time.
right. And
And
they
that's
would
like
probably
every 3 days.
Yeah, like it also said somebody PJ Bottom said that he thinks they probably also get a separate contract for being on the show, which I'm sure they do.
But depending on popularity, for
Yeah.
sure. Kate's probably making more than
That's
Lauren
probably
or
true
Emily.
too. And Ben is probably definitely
Making a
making more
lot
than
more.
like
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
So they must be making if they're making like maybe $5,000-7,000 a week, and then they're getting their tips of like anywhere from $1,500 to $25, whatever,
That's
a week, twice a week, because
Yeah.
they do like two
Oh,
charters in a
that's
week.
right, that's right.
And then they get the money from the show. It's pretty good.
Holy shnikes. I went into the wrong field. Actually, no, not really. It's entertainment, reality television. But moving on, Ben, obviously, Ben and Emily, things are heating up. But you can kind of see Emily becoming a little apprehensive with him, because she can tell Kate is pissed. And she actually goes, Kate's been a bit prickly with me when she's talking to Sierra. And it's definitely apparent Kate's not the happiest because Ben and Emily are together, but it's not because of the relationship. It's because their work ethic is going down the shithole.
Yeah.
And Kate's like, we have guests here. Like, I think Emily and Sierra were like goofing around in the kitchen, and Ben was there laughing, watching. And they're like, oh, sorry, Kate. And she goes, oh, no, it's fine. I would totally be joining you, but we have these things called guests that like need to be served. And I was just like, oh, shit. The shade, the just passive aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Like, she is just fed up with the kind of immaturity. And I think Sky, PJ Bottoms.
Yeah, I thought that's a really good comment. He says, Ben and Emily seem so immature compared to Kyle and
But then again, Kyle and his girlfriend have been together for 2.5 years. Ben and Emily, it's like puppy love. It's new.
Yeah.
They still can't like be all over each other.
Right.
Until maybe this episode tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Emily, is kind of being a little standoffish with Ben, which then he takes to heart. And he's like, why didn't you want to go on a date with me? She's like, maybe we should just hang out with the whole crew since the charter's ending and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, I'm going to be at this bar, and if you want to come see me, you will,
Do you know what I thought about it is, when you see a guy treat a girl that he used to date not so nice, it turns you off. Like, I think that she's disappointed that he wasn't taking a bit more consideration of Kate's feelings, the work environment and everything into consideration. You know what I mean? And then I also think that, and it was turning her off a bit, because I think she is a well brought up woman, and I think she's the lady, and tries to be nice to people. And then I also think that Kelly said this to us when he was on the phone, that he can't read British, and he said that on the show too.
Oh yeah.
And she's hard to read. Like, I feel like she switches her feelings a lot.
Emily?
Yeah, like I felt like she was maybe not interested in Ben, but then, and she was like, I just want to date you and have fun, but like just be friends.
And
but then went to the hotel room.
Yeah. Which, like you pointed out, she is only 21, 22 maybe now.
Yeah.
Like very early 20s. So you have no idea what it's
She's
like.
young.
She's very young. And Ben, like he's been saying this whole season, he's ready to have a serious relationship, settle down.
And now we
she's
know that they
21.
are.
Yeah.
So Ben has eventually won.
I guess, yeah. Ben always wins. I feel like there's no losing in his future. Like,
I think
he's
they're
always
super
gonna,
cute. Yeah, he's just always gonna. He's like the Jerry Seinfeld. Like, it always works out. Good for him.
But what's crazy to me is that Emily does end up going, and they have some champagne. He goes, well, "Why don't you stay in a hotel with me tonight?" And she's like, "Okay." And it's like, "Okay, you can't." He's like, "We're just gonna watch a movie."
Yeah.
How many times? Here we go, Matt. Men Mayhem with Maddie.
Let's
how many
Netflix
times?
and chill. Yeah.
Yeah. How many times has Netflix and chill really meant Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
0 times.
Exactly. Yeah. Just come back. We'll watch a movie.
Yeah,
no.
exactly. So that should be interesting to see. I mean, once you throw those kind of emotions into an already kind of high stress, high tension, but very emotional thing, it complicates things.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's going to be a blow up, like with the Kate and the Emily and the Ben situation.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to keep getting worse, and because they're really crazy about each other. And I
Yeah.
think they only have so much. It's like when you're in camp, you know, and like, you like it's like fast, you know, you fall in love really fast.
Yeah,
like,
and you're
it's
there
all,
for like a week, and it's
so
paradise.
dramatic, and yeah, like I love you, like whatever. And then I feel
Want to go
like
make out by the canoes?
yeah. I love that.
so-
But I think it's really obnoxious to other people.
Yeah.
And like
Well,
Kate's just
especially-
trying to get her job done.
Get her job done. See her girlfriend Ro as soon as she can. Which
They're
again,
not together
yeah.
anymore, though. We heard.
What?
Yeah. Who told us that? Last week we were talking about that they're not together anymore.
Oh,
So
snap.
yeah.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, so I think maybe too that's also part of it. I think that, you know, Kate is crazy about her. I think she was actually more crazy about her going into the charter season. I think Kate is a hard one to be in a relationship with because I think she
puts
takes
her
her job
career-
really seriously.
Yeah, puts her career before anything else.
Yeah. So I kind of get the feeling that maybe Ro was a bit needy during the charter season and Kate didn't like that and maybe it strained
I
things.
like that word you used because I thought towards the end of this episode, Ben was rather needy.
I
with-
totally
with
agree.
the
Yeah.
attention and just like Emily. Yeah.
You
right.
would think that Ben is the 22-year-old and Emily
Emily's
is the
the 30
33-year-old.
yeah.
She is so mature.
So, anyways, let's get to predictions, shall
Yes,
we?
perfect. Let's do it.
Music. Where's that crazy music for predictions?
And now, your after
My sound was so weird. I was like, "Meow, meow."
Yeah,
Ooh, predictions. Okay, do you want me to go first or you want to go first?
and I'm gonna put one stipulation on this. Use so obviously Ben and Emily have been talked about a lot. Kelly and Nico a lot too. So make a prediction about someone that is
I
not-
have one.
Okay, good.
So
Yay!
I think Sierra is going to go off on Kate. Like, I think there's going to be some kind of tension there because I kind of feel like Sierra's not going to, like, Sierra and Emily are really close. And I think that Kate being kind of rude to Emily, you know, potentially rude, whatever, however somebody wants to interpret that, will make her, Sierra, aggravated at Kate. And then I think on top of that, Sierra's just not a worker bee. And I think
Yeah.
she's tired and it's like the end of the charter. And it seemed like she was like wanting breaks and things and Kate doesn't like it. So my prediction is major blow up there.
Between
Kate
Sierra and Kate.
Sierra.
Okay.
I think that's going to be the big one. And then I want to see if something else happens with Lauren. Like if she gets a bit more backlash from her gossipy nature.
That's that I was gonna go there with that with Lauren. I feel like she is. I don't know if it's gonna be gossip, but you know, kind of undermine Kelly and his respect and his you know
Authority.
Authority. Thank
Yeah.
you. And that's gonna cause you know the alliance between Nico and Lauren to get stronger.
Yeah.
And then just kind of tear apart the deck crew.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's going to be Kyle and Kelly, Nico and Lauren against each other.
Yeah.
And then Captain Lee is going to be somewhere in the middle bitching about God knows what.
God damn you.
God damn it. Why is everyone fighting? Someone pay attention to me. So,
Sierra Kate Smackdown, they're saying
Yeah.
on the live feed. That's a cool way of saying
PJ
it.
Bottoms,
Yeah.
I think you know what's up.
Yeah.
Kate and Sierra are definitely going
See what
to
happens.
get after it. Who would win? I think Kate would win in any sort of
For
fight.
sure. Yeah.
Sierra might be scrappy though. Like she might take
Sierra
that
seems
really
like
good.
she's strong.
She does.
What
She's
is
gonna
she-
like whip out her yoga muscles and just be like downward dog kick in your face.
Yeah.
Like what?
What did he call her? Like a Nordic woman or Norwegian? Or
Oh,
she has the Alaskan face.
Yeah,
So
like
I
the
feel like-
Nordic,
yeah,
like warrior
like,
princess.
She could be like a Viking.
Yeah, I think she could.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see them get in a fit fight. A fist fight and have a fit. But anyways, alrighty guys, that is a wrap for us.
Yeah.
Mike Rip should be back next week, but you guys can always find us here on Tuesdays after Buzz Below Deck After Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Madison Conklin. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Maddie Says This.
And I'm Angela Struck. You can find me on Twitter at the Angela Struck and on Instagram and Snapchat at Angela Struck. And happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, eat lots of food, enjoy
Yes, and we'll
friends,
see you next
family,
week.
and thank you guys for
Yeah,
always
thanks.
tuning in.
Yes, we're thankful for you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Mwah.
guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.